Thank you so much for seeing me. It's really such a big chesed because I know it's Erev Pesach, but I really needed this. I have 4 young kids at home, and I'm really in a predicament because on the one hand, I've read recently that you shouldn't make your kids into Korban Pesach, and I have so much to do. I keep on losing my temper on my kids. It's like, I don't know where, like I know I suffer from OCD a little bit and perfectionism, but I don't know, like I already bought the sefer from Square that says like what we don't have to do for Pesach. And do you have any advice for me? I don't know what to do.
How much can you afford?
My husband said I can pay up to 150.
A month? Per group? Per session?
If we can do it in one session, that would be great, because I don't know how much time I'm gonna have next week. My
Will
shvigid
this
is coming.
150, I'm sorry?
No, I was saying that my shvigid is coming. I don't know how much privacy I'm gonna have next week. So
De 150 is internetisch.
yeah.
Wednesdays?
No,
Time are the kids in school?
Yeah, my kids are in school. Yeah, they finished school a week before Pesach. So
okay, so we could start tomorrow. I have an opening at 11:15. I'm sorry about I don't have on the hour because I alternate. I give space between clients, but
I understand.
11:15.
Okay, but can we do something now, like for this, like right now? Do you have any?
We could do an intake. We could definitely do an intake. Let me get my notes. So, first of all, we want to know, the bedroom situation. Do we have to talk about that, or are we going to a different topic?
No, I prefer not to talk about that. It's
okay.
Not.
So BR is off the table. Okay. Can we talk about mental health?
Yeah, there's a long history of mental health in the family. There's OCD, there's anxiety, clinical depression, lots of, yeah. No, it's okay, whatever. I'm just saying that. Yeah.
I have to say that people think they have OCD, they think they have anxiety, they have depression, they think, but
I wish it wasn't true. I wish.
I wish so too. Now, mental illness is not anything to be embarrassed of. You're doing the right thing by taking the first step to consider your well-being, and especially since you've identified the family stressors and the financial, I guess you sort of didn't make that a priority stressor. So one has to assume that the family stressors are the current crisis. And with that being said, I want to applaud you for prioritizing your well-being, because you could spend the next lifetime being pharmaceutically corrected. You could spend the next lifetime working this out for yourself, self-help, one-to-one.
That's what I tried, but like there's only so much that can help me. It's I don't even have time to read, so I would like to have like some practical advice,
And that's why you are calling a kligayid. So I will definitely tomorrow we will prioritize. We will focus on starting with all of the people who may have made you believe that these are your illnesses. Then we'll talk about what the shame is about having these actual illnesses. And then we'll talk about, if you liberate yourself from those labels, what would that look like?
So here's the problem, because my husband said like 150 that he has right now. And he thought that in this session that we have right now, I'll have the answer to what I can do about not freaking out at my kids, like to really, to stop being so much in class,
So it sounds like you have a really good relationship, and he, wants the best for you, and he wants to give you sort of like pedicure hour, go out of the house, do something nice for yourself. Yeah. I understand.
Yeah, but like my husband is really a good man. Yeah, it's really yeah.
At the same time, I have to have professional boundaries too. which means that I took an evening appointment time for you. I need to end my office hours at a specific time, and we're 15 minutes past that time now. So I would say, I'll take your money today for a deposit, but I'll hold your spot, and your spot for tomorrow when your kids are in school will be sort of the official 45 minutes, but we'll go 90 if we have to
Thank you
for
so
your
much.
initial, because
Thank
the
you.
initial intake, right? Sorting everything out, making a treatment plan, figuring out what my role is, what your role is. Do you have to buy books? Do you have to go to the library? Do you have to buy self-help
No, I
tools?
try not to go to the library. It's very complicated because like in my community, it's not so acceptable. So
I understand. I mean, don't take this personally. You know, this is just my well-being. I'm surrounded by things that make
I go sometimes to the library, but I have to sneak. It's really complicated. So it's really,
we don't want any of that.
yeah.
We want punam el punam.
I
We want
really appreciate it, you giving me the time. And yeah, if this can, if it can be solved tomorrow, like it would be a really big help.
it will be solved tomorrow because we already solved it now.
I don't know yet what I'm gonna do when my kids like when I lose it, you know, it's like really
When you lose it tonight, you already know that this is the last time you will lose it because we're locked in for tomorrow.
okay. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much for that perspective. I really appreciate it.
Kli at your service.